So we are going to begin with Rachel at the Mary Sue.
Hi guys, how are you?
Good. Good to see you.
Good to see you. To start, I want to say, I want to ask Jack and Tawny, when you guys go from being animated voices to being the live action version, then going back to voicing the animated version of these characters, what for you is the fun of coming back post doing the live action take on them?
Oh,
Good
I mean,
question.
I feel like Boimler is just like way more in my body now. Like I got to, voice him for years, but that was really just my voice. And then when we did the crossover, I tried to like look at what the animators did for the character of Boimler on Lower Decks and try to copy some of those mannerisms. And now that's just kind of in me when I record. So it's just been this weird relationship
and in you in life.
and in life as well.
You
Yeah.
do a lot of
I do a lot
Boimler
of like,
moves.
things. But yeah, what about you?
Yeah, I think I do. I've seen the moves bleed into your life,
Oh,
though,
yeah.
which is very.
I don't know where I end and Boimler begins. It's a whole thing.
What a beautiful love story. I love it. I feel that wig that was on me just bouncing back and forth. Now when I'm in the booth, I'm like, that little ponytail, it really does a lot for the voice acting. I don't know if you hear ponytail
I hear
come
the
through in the
ponytail.
voice. You do?
I do.
I hear
Thank you so
ponytail
much.
too,
Thank
yeah.
you guys. Thank you.
And we would like the opportunity to answer that question at one point.
No,
So
get him
thank
in there.
you
Get them in
very
there.
much. We would love to be able to answer that one in the future.
Yes.
And I would love to see that. Thank you guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
All right. Thank you, Rachel. The next question is going to be Ashley from Fangirlish.
Hi guys, Ashley Thomas with fangirlish.com.
Hello.
Hi. I have a question for Noel.
Oh,
Noel,
yes, I'm here.
Noel, Tendi's my girl. I love Tendi so much.
Yes.
Mine
What have
too.
Yeah. Noel, what have you learned about yourself playing Tendi?
Oh gosh, okay. So I've said it a few times in a way. So Tendi is so optimistic and so voraciously embracing her life and her passions, and everybody likes her for the most part. And for me, I have found that is a deep part of my personality, but it's been kind of repressed, or it's oftentimes met with people who are pretty cynical. And so it's allowed me to embrace those parts of myself and not hide them as much. And so Tendi has taught me that my enthusiasm and unbridled curiosity about how life works can actually be an asset in the world.
I love that.
Sorry, this makes me sound so sad.
No.
I'm like, no one liked me before Tendi.
Yeah.
We love Noel. We love Tendi.
Because Noel, just like Tendi, was a murder pirate. She was a murder pirate. So
Yeah,
she's still
life
great.
was hard back then.
Yeah.
Well, I found my people.
Yeah.
Love that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I got nervous at answering.
No,
Oh,
we
wow.
love
Good
you.
answer. Stand behind.
Great.
Okay. All right. The next question is going to be Anthony from Truck Movie.
Hey guys, any one of you can answer this, but I'll start with Tawny. There seems to be a big emphasis on character growth this season, and so I guess did you approach it in a different way? Dare I say, closure? I mean, there seemed to be like tying up loose ends, like with Jennifer, or was this just another season, and you didn't really see it that way?
Well, we didn't know that we were going to be tying anything up. So I definitely didn't approach it like, the final season. Let me bring that into the performance. No, I was just like doing Mariner, experiencing the growth that's written in for the season. But definitely in the final episode in 510, that went through a lot of rewrites. And there is like there's more of a button placed on everyone's story so that it can be a nice healthy pause. I say pause because who knows what could happen in the future. But no, if you're asking if I did anything special to prep for this season, the answer always is no.
Okay. We are going to go to Aaron from Trek Core for the next question.
Great.
Hi, gang. it was announced last night that the four of you each got to design a T-shirt for the Titmouse Animation T-shirt Club this year.
Oh, finally.
They
So-
announced it.
I wonder what happened to
It
that.
was announced last night. So the designs haven't been made public, so I don't want to spoil anything. But I wonder if you could talk about your interaction with the design team and what you wanted to get out of your T-shirt designs.
Man, I didn't really have a lot of interaction with the design team. I think Mike was just like, I think I was shooting or something at the time. So I drew like a really crude drawing of something. And I
Yeah.
was like, maybe this. And he was like, this is a terrible piece of art, but the designers will make this work.
Yeah.
But what about you guys?
I mean, I got real sentimental about mine in a way where
Yeah.
it was like a really cool moment. I felt like for Rutherford and for me being in the Trek family, that I wanted to make sure was kind of shown on a shirt. So that got to happen, and so I love that. But other than that, I'm not like a T-shirt. I don't know what this shoulder
What is
thing is
the- what is
happening,
the
but
shimmy?
Do T-shirt people not use their shoulders?
Yeah.
yeah. I'm more of I needed something with like a padded shoulder
Uh-huh.
rather than a T-shirt. No, I love the idea of like, designing something in that way, and it's just been a blast. I'm excited to have all four of these
Yeah.
teams.
Yeah.
I had a lot of ideas and I thought, oh, you're gonna let me do like multiple designs, right? And they're like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, but my idea was essentially I wanted it to feel like something that could be almost like a band t-shirt or
Mhm.
something with the gang. So that's the vibe without spoiling my t-shirt.
Yeah, no T-shirt spoilers.
No T-shirt spoilers.
No T-shirt spoilers.
I will tell you what happens in the finale, but no
But no
T-shirt
T-shirt spoilers. I did the same thing as Noel. I literally modeled it after my favorite band T-shirt. No T-shirt spoilers. But I also like
Some.
Mike was like, hey, like if you want, you can draw it or we can mock it up. And I was like, well, I'll just sketch out exactly what my like shirt looks like and put our faces in it, our little character faces. And so I sketched it out and I sent it. And what Mike wrote back was, because my drawing was also very bad, like it looked like something a serial killer would have on his wall in a movie. And Mike was like, do you want it to look like this or do you want it to be this but good? And I was like, this but good.
Yeah.
Please. Yeah.
But that's Mike's note to us even when we're recording.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to use that take or one that's good.
One that's good.
Yeah.
You sure about that? Like
Yeah.
you're choosing the take.
Great. Hey, thanks, gang.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Jeff, you are up next.
Great. Welcome from Oregon. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
I got a question. So looking back over the last 5 years, what will you miss most, each of you, about cultivating your characters, and how did it help elevate your craft?
Ooh.
I will miss the positivity that Rutherford has
Mhm.
in every moment. So I think that ownership of the things that you love and the things that you have worked really hard to get, and still like, kind of being like a fanboy of his own work, is something that I would like to keep taking forward after this is done. But I don't see this ending. So,
Yeah.
I think it's open-ended for all of these characters, and hopefully this is, just a moment that we get to take a second to kind of look at what has been awesome over the last 5 seasons
Mhm.
and what we can bring moving forward. So, yeah.
That's a good answer.
Okay.
I think I'm a very anxious person, and I feel like Boimler to me kind of reflects like my inner anxiety. And what I love about the character is that he's kind of learned to manage that over the seasons and gain more confidence. So I'm gonna miss that. He holds a really, really special place in my heart. And yeah, like Eugene says, that we're trying to think of this as more of a pause and less of a goodbye. Because we just love playing these characters. We'll do it till we're dead, and that's a promise.
Yeah,
I'll do it after I'm dead.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
pre-record me
Yeah.
Yeah.
season 6. Like, I'll just make noises.
Yeah.
Prime
Let-
Mariner from my cold dead hands. What will I miss the most? I will miss the way the show can surprise me and make me laugh out loud. Even when I've read the script, I know the joke.
Mhm.
Maybe I even recorded the joke, but then when I see the animatic or I see the episode, something will still surprise me to the point where I'm bursting out laughing. And that I'd done a lot of comedies in my life, and that does not always happen. Like you have to be surprised in order to laugh. And if you already know what's going to happen, that can be hard. And this show consistently does it.
Yeah, for Tendi, I feel like she got to play a lot of levels in terms of, she starts off really sweet and chirpy, but through the course of the show, she has to take on more of her badass leadership capabilities. And I liked finding all of those levels and being able to turn the knob really high and then really low. And in terms of like taking that into the world, just learning how to control my loudness and quietness is very but also for character, like finding all those different nuances and having those different facets to something I'm going to try to bring into anything I do, including any future Lower Decks that may happen.
Yeah, we're gonna miss this.
This is great.
Great. Thank you all so much, and congratulations on a fantastic run.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jeff. Okay, the next question is going to be from Sean at Trek Culture.
What's up, Sean?
What's up? Hey, how are you getting on? You well?
Yes.
Good. So I love the fact we're all on the same page. It's not over. It's not ending. It may just be changing form. That's it. But if from where we are right now, for each of you, what do you think the legacy of this show will be?
Ooh. Oh man, it's a really good question. Like, oh man. We've said this before. I mean, I just love that, it has brought animation back to the Star Trek franchise. I'm just such a fan of animation, and I love that, we get to make a very silly cartoon canon to the Star Trek universe, even to the point where we're like crossing over into live action, and these characters exist, and they're around, they're in this world. So I don't know. I love that they made a silly cartoon that wasn't like a throwaway gag. Like it actually matters within the world. So yeah, that's one of the things I absolutely love about it.
I think it really cemented the weirdness, like the weirdness that has always been present in Trek. Little drips and drabs, when you have episodes like Who Mourns for Morn, or, any of the like kind of tonally strange. I always think about Iggy Pop in The Magnificent Ferengi. Like that is the strangest guest performance in all of Star Trek. And it just, people are kind of like, oh yeah, Iggy Pop was in Star Trek. And I'm like, no, watch it again. That is an acid trip. And I feel like our show is just like a series of acid trips that we've just made like canon.
Yeah.
Like, it's a very purposeful weirdness that we're going like, no. This is part of the franchise. It always has been, but like this is very intentionally here to stay.
And it also gives you what it's added to the world of Trek is it's given you a different perspective of where you stand in the world. Like you can be a beginner, you can be just starting out, and that's just as important, and you have a place here as much as anywhere else. You don't have to be the captain. You can be the ensigns and have a story and have your voice heard. And I think that's something that the younger generation of Trek fans want to, feel like they're included in that way. And I think that that's something that this has brought that's different.
I also think the fact that it's animation, the storylines got to go anywhere.
Yeah.
And do anything because it was something that you could. So I feel like the imagination's really been opened up. I mean, it was always, it's always been that way, but you're not constricted by, I guess.
CGI and makeup, I guess.
Yes, totally.
Real practical sets.
So it's just gotten even bigger.
Yeah.
Like, yes. You know what I mean?
Magic stuff. She's doing magic.
She's conjuring something.
She's moving things around.
That's what you tell the animators. Like, we want it to look like this.
Yeah, make it look kind of like this, and then like another this.
Acid trip.
Acid trip.
Yes.
Yeah.
Animators are wizards anyway. They will get what you mean from that. So the four of you are legends. Thank you very, very much.
You're a legend, Sean. Thank you so much. You got to Latin them up for me, buddy.
You're a hero. You're a hero.
Okay, we are almost at time, but I want to make sure Mike and Avery get questions in. So Mike, I'll let you ask your question, and then Avery, you can jump right on in.
Well, this is a cautionary tale to have a number of questions prepared because I'm down to my last damn question. So So knowing how deep you've all gotten into these characters, have you created any headcanon for yourselves in what the characters do beyond the screen?
I have, but then I feel weird because I feel like Mike McMahon has deleted it from my brain.
Yeah.
And then I take it away. So
Yeah.
I haven't put any thought into it because I've just enjoyed. And honestly, I think with this show, there's so much going on, and all 5 seasons have been so fun that I'm just excited for what the writers who are great
Yeah.
writers and the creators have made. So I don't need to add anything. I think all the imagination is there for me, for Rutherford at least.
Same, like there isn't room. Like the fact that Mike managed to get in Mariner's backstory in episode 409, tying her back to Ceto Jaxa in the first duty from that TNG episode. I just am like, that's wild that he was able to pull that off in such an artful way that was still very funny in 22 minutes. There's no room for headcanon. Like Mike has jam-packed this thing in such a beautiful way that I spend my headcanon on other things. I think about other things.
Yeah, I feel like for me, Tendi kind of came out like her own, like it just happened. And then the writers and Mike worked, like they made her even better.
Oh,
And they were following things that I accidentally did and then made her, like sent them back to me. They're like, could you do that thing you did that one time? And I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And then they'll play it back. And so then that became part of the canon in her world. But if I tried to plan it, it wouldn't, I don't think it would be as, I don't know, just as collaborative or like, or as, I feel like she already existed somewhere in the universe and it was just happening.
Yeah, what I love about Boimler actually is like, if I'm really thinking about it, I think in the show he's probably gotten the least amount of like backstory exploration, but I think that that's perfect for him because I think he's like, I think all you really need is like he grew up on a raisin vineyard and he just doesn't want to be a raisin farmer, so he just wants to rank up in Starfleet. Like that's all you need. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah,
like Mike crushed it.
All afraid that Mike will say no to our idea.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know, Rutherford did this. No, that wouldn't happen, and then he'd give me all the reasons.
I do want to meet Boimler's parents because they gotta be weird.
No, yeah,
that's the thing, and I want to know if they all have purple hair or if Boimler made a choice and he like dyed it.
Red.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Wow. I want to know. I just want to know what's up with that. So that's that. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Avery Kaplan from Comics Beat.
Hello.
I wanted to very quickly thank all 4 of you for your performances because the show is very important to me personally, especially Tendi's arc. And my question is, what would you each order from the food replicator?
Ooh, great question.
Oh, wow.
In one episode, I think when I'm trying to, like Boimler's trying to make Tendi laugh so that she ceases to be a scorpion creature. I think Boimler orders like an insane like sundae, like ice cream sundae. And I want that, but not as overwhelming. Like I just want like whatever that is. I think a replicator would make really good ice cream. So yeah.
So is it as our characters or as ourselves?
As yourselves.
Oh, okay. I have to think.
Oh, as ourselves.
Mine was kind of both. Like
you're a big Sunday guy.
I'm a big Sunday guy. We all know this.
Yeah.
There's a lot of blue sky between what me and Mariner are or do. So I'm just gonna be like, for both of us, I want it to replicate perfect bite nachos. Like every nacho is a perfect bite.
Ooh,
wow.
Perfectly distributed. Like everyone is perfect.
That's great. So great.
I mean,
thanks, guys.
I guess the Rutherford and Eugene thing is similar too, where it's just like, I just need more protein. Just give me the protein, please. I'll take it. I gotta stay up and keep working.
Keto bro Rutherford over here. We did just order lunch and he's like double chicken.
Yeah.
We did. Yeah. I am not ashamed, but look at me, I'm ashamed.
Double chicken Cordero.
Yeah.
Double chicken cord.
Double chicken cord.
Well, I've traveled to Europe once and I went to Italy and there was a pizza that I had at this like place and it was so good. But then when we went the second day, the man refused to let us have it again. Because we were, I guess, Americans, and he was like, no more pizza for you.
Wow.
And so I would want to replicate that because I think about that all the time. I just needed it a second time.
What was his reason?
It's called one-time pizza.
It was
only called one time.
It was written in Italian. Yeah.
I was annoyed because
You like it too much?
I was just like, this was so good. He's like, no. And I was
Wow.
like, there's no one in here. And he's like, you can't come in.
Wow. Yeah, we need to get that in a replicator.
Replicated.
Maybe we took a picture of it and he was like, they're going to steal my secrets.
Well, everybody go visit One Time Pizza.
Yeah, you got it.
It was in a town called Lucignano.
Mhm.
So it's like a little medieval town, Lucignano Pizza. It's just a circle, and it was this one guy's pizza place.
Don't take a photo of it.
Yeah,
take a
don't take a
photo.
photo. And don't tell.
Know that you're American.
Yeah.
By the way, I just saw your background. Is that the Black Mountain? Is this where that's unbelievable.
It is from Cradle of Excellence.
Ooh, so good.
Spooky.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
All right, that wraps the roundtable. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right.
Bye-bye
And
now.